One of the big highlights of this visit is the UPI, India's unified payment system. It's been introduced in France. Prime Minister Modi made the announcement himself. He said Indian tourists can now make payments in rupees in France.
फ्रांस में भारत के यूपीआई के उपयोग को लेकर भी समझौता हो गया है। साथियों, आने वाले दिनों में इसकी शुरुआत आईफेल टावर से की जाएगी। यानी अब भारतीय टूरिस्ट मोबाइल ऐप के जरिए आईफिल टावर में रुपये में भुगतान कर पाएगा।
It's a big deal. UPI is synonymous with digital payments in India. Since its launch, it has been a runaway success. And what is the UPI? It is India's payment system. It facilitates bank-to-bank transfers, mainly through QR codes. There are many payment apps which support UPI. The system is fast and reliable. Also, most payments are done for free. Around 330 Indian banks and 25 apps use and support UPI. From small tea stalls to grocery chains and shopping malls, everyone has a QR code. They've effectively replaced the cash register. The UPI facilitates a wide range of transactions, from transfers as small as 10 rupees to large sums running into tens of thousands of rupees. And so far it was limited to India, but now this platform is being shared with the world. It is being integrated with other platforms to enable cross-border transactions. In France, the UPI is being integrated with a system called Lyra. How will this work? Like, if you're signed up on UPI and you see a Lyra payment terminal, you'll be able to scan your phone and transact through UPI. No need for cash or a forex card. France has become the first European country to adopt the UPI, but this is not the first international player. Earlier this year, India struck a similar deal with Singapore. There, the UPI was integrated with Pay Now, again to facilitate cross-border transactions. So far, 10 countries and regions have signed up. We've already told you about Singapore. The UPI also works in the US, Australia, Canada, Hong Kong, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the UAE and the UK. It is available to NRIs or non-resident Indians. They can use UPI to send money, so the technology is available, but in a limited capacity. In countries like Singapore, the UAE, Mauritius, Nepal and Bhutan, the UPI works better. These countries support UPI QR codes, so payments can be made by phones. The system will work on similar lines in France as well, which brings us to another point. Why are so many countries signing up? Because the impact of UPI has been tremendous and far-reaching. It has facilitated financial inclusion, made day-to-day transactions easier. Users don't feel the need to carry spare change or queue up outside ATMs for cash. Your UPI app takes care of everything. It was launched in 2016. Last year, the UPI moved $1 trillion in transactions. That's equal to 1/3 of India's GDP. As of March this year, 40% of all payments in India were digital, and this is no mean feat. The world has taken notice. Experts say India's model has inspired others. Countries like Brazil, they've taken a cue from UPI. In November 2020, Brazil launched its own platform. It is called Pix. It works just like the UPI. To make a payment, you scan a QR code. And in about 3 years, Pix has overtaken credit and debit cards. It is the most widely used payment method in Brazil, making up 30% of all payments in the country. So the UPI is showing the way to the world, and it has a long way to go. 7 years after it was launched, it has about 260 million users at home. That's only a fraction of India's population. There are more than 1.4 billion Indians today. As the UPI spreads overseas, it can expand its user base at home as well, and this will help India create a bigger payments network, one that can challenge the world's legacy payment systems.